What's up, Cello?
Hi, Santi. Oh, are we ready to go? Yes!
Ready, man.
Aventura time! Is it Aventura time?
I didn't tell you, but...
Oh my god! Yes! Let's go! Santi, I have to tell... Last night, I'll show you the...
Well, let me get ready.
Okay, get ready. Get ready. I'm
Sorry,
very
I didn't
excited.
tell you, but I'm recording you. And we're
Yes,
gonna
yes,
make
yes,
the
yes,
vlog
yes.
today.
We're gonna
Okay?
do everything today. It's gonna be an epic Florida day.
Okay.
If you never, oh, that's what I was telling you. We got two locations I thought about. One was Lake Conway, which is by the airport.
Okay.
It's in between my house and your house. It's a giant lake, but it's not enough to kickstart this
okay.
epic thing that we're about
Exactly.
to explore.
We kind of asked ourselves, like, what is to live that Florida lifestyle?
We came up with two conclusions. One, you either live Florida, you know, you are Florida. You're the definition of what it means to be Florida, which it means you do things by the water, you're in chanclas and bathing suits, you know, you're not around like the touristy Disney, what everybody thinks being in Florida is, or doing the Florida thing.
Exactly, it's all about.
This is how you drink mate during a pandemic.
Pandemic, yes.
You know?
We would usually have...
One single mate
Yeah.
to share. Trying to stay safe.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
for all our Argentinian friends that may have not noticed, you know, everybody has a mate.
Yes.
Maybe that should be the new thing.
Yeah,
Bring your own mate to the party.
Exactly.
Don't expect somebody to have one there
As
for
long as you have a cebador, which is the person who's responsible for keeping the mate for the water, because this is essentially mate, for the ones who don't know, it's an infusion.
Yeah.
You know, of yerba mate, which is an herb. So somebody has to be responsible for putting the water inside the mate cup and keeping it live. Don't move.
Ahora sí.
So tell me, Cello, what does it take to become an official paddleboarder?
I think you fall in love with it the first time you get on a paddle. No, it's great. I lost my balance the first couple of times. I mean, the first time you tried standing up on it, you're gonna fall. You just have to be okay with it. You just have to accept the fact that you're gonna bust your ass, just like in anything. First, you know, like unless you get super lucky or have an amazing center of gravity, like a low center of gravity that you stand up, you know.
But it's not as hard as
No, it's not
surfing.
Surfing. It's not as hard as surfing.
You don't need as much balance. You don't need as much control of it. It's more like
you just chill on it. It's a kayak. It's a kayak that you can get really close to the water. Essentially, that's the way I look at it. I think it's just a flotation device.
Exactly.
That you just.
But I feel like you have more freedom, because a kayak you kind of like sit and stay in that position, where a paddleboard you can sit down, but you also can. Usually
you have
stand,
in
right?
a kayak. I feel like a kayak is more for like, hey, I am going to go kayaking right now.
Okay.
So it's more in my opinion, when the kayak was invented, it was like, we're getting it, we're rowing. The paddleboard was like, I'm just gonna be chill, and you can stand up on it, you can lay down on it,
right.
You can do like you have more surface space. So it gives you more versatile. It's more versatile in that sense. You can't stand up on a kayak and start rowing. You can't just lay and, you know, patitas para arriba, brazos cruzados, and just be ready to go.
Right.
So that's why I like the paddleboard better. So for me, I was like, okay, unless I live close to the beach, there's no way I'm going to be carrying this giant thing over to any body of water, and, you know, it's just inconvenient. So then I thought, hey, how about an inflatable paddleboard? And a lot of people are like sketched out about it. It gets a bad rep because a lot of people are like, they're not sturdy. It's just an inflatable thing.
And they're not real.
They're not real. It's not a real paddleboard, because a real paddleboard is hard, and you know what I mean? Like but now the paddleboards, the inflatable paddleboards that they make now, and I'll show you when we blow them up. They look, one, cool as hell. Two, they're super convenient, and when you actually get on it, it will completely change your mind. Not your mind, but your opinion on an inflatable paddleboard.
Exactly.
Because you will be surprised of how sturdy it actually is. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to try them out. I'm excited that you get to come out with it. It made sense to get two also, because getting one is a little selfish, and it's a little lonely if you just go paddleboarding by yourself all the time. You can't have this adventure by yourself. Yeah, so we're getting off the exit right now. We're on our way to Kelly Park is the name. It's called King's Landing. It's a really, really, really nice little area to go paddleboarding, kind of close to Wekiva. So this is the authentic Florida life. You get off the big highway and all you see is like a little state road sign, you know, like that one. It says Orange 437. This is where you're getting into your true Florida moments. The day's gorgeous. It's Monday morning. It's gonna be 90 to 91 degrees. There's possibly thunderstorms, but that happens every single day in Florida in the afternoon. What's gonna get us is probably the humidity. The humidity is what people hate about Florida, because they're
especially now.
Especially
this
now.
Is like peak
this
humidity.
is prime time for humidity. This is when you want to make sure you have some chafing medication around, maybe some extra degree, because it gets muggy. It doesn't get comfortable. That's why it's nice to be in the water also, because you feel the water and you just go.
Basically the countryside.
Yeah.
In Florida. I mean,
a one-way road with just, you know,
you start seeing pine trees. You start seeing horses.
Nurseries. But it is like this when you find these little creeks and channels. You know, they're going to be in the middle of nowhere. Sandy and I live in Orlando, and this place is about 35 minutes to 40 minutes drive. It's kind of in between Daytona and Orlando. This is Kelly Park. There's two entrances. I'm gonna show you guys the first one. This is the spring, where you rent a tube and you just kind of go down the springs, but we're going to go paddle boarding, so we're gonna go around. Just got to King's Landing. We're gonna drop off the paddle boards right here, inflate them, and then we'll park the car over on the other side and go from there. Let's be responsible. Let me put my mask on. I know we're not around everybody, but whatever.
Perfectly. Yeah, that's the attitude. So there's the paddleboard, huh?
These are the paddle boards. This is why I like them. Look, it's like a backpack, man. Just 1, 2. I'll show it off. Oh.
Boom. And you're ready to go.
And then I'm ready to go.
Clear water for 4 miles, so you can look down and you can see everything. Literally everything.
What's the alligator situation?
They're more towards the left, but you do your thing, they do their thing. They're more scared of you than you are of them.
Awesome, bro. Thank you.
If you don't embrace the fall, you shouldn't be on a paddleboard. You know?
You should just be on a kayak.
You should just be on a kayak. You should just
Exactly.
play it safe and go on a kayak. For all my paddle boarders out there, you guys can relate. You know what I mean? It's just, why?
Yeah. So unfortunately, the audio of the last video we took did not work for some reason, and it didn't make sense to just go back and reshoot it because that was not the plan. The idea was to just go with the flow and be as natural as possible, and that's kind of what happened. At the beginning, I thought it was getting too long because we had those conversations in the car. We actually recorded the whole scene from point A to B, so it became a long video, and that's the purpose of going out with a friend, going into an adventure with somebody. It's a perfect opportunity to get to know them better, to get closer to them, to ask the questions that you don't normally ask. Overall, it was an incredible day, and the best part about it was that it was very natural. We did not have to go out of our way to record a scene or to do something different. We just kind of recorded what we did that day and nothing else, and that was the plan. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you've had a lot of fun just like we did, and just tell us what you think. Write in the comments below what it is for you to be a true Floridian. Thank you again, thanks for watching, and see you in the next vlog.